The womanhood I want to practice is like Atlas, shoulders straining under masses, or like Atlas, book of maps lapping at page edges, or like jazz, it's the way sound plays with itself. No music ever indulged reveries the way this womanhood could. I want to practice not to make perfect, but just to make. Practice like take 1, 200, sums too large for an abacus, never going too fast with this, only fast enough past the ditches with their trash bag whistles and tumbleweed dust. The womanhood is like a stone place where you can trace hieroglyphic secrets, recipes you could never speak aloud, too sacred are the first beats drummed by our grandmother's hands, faces, feet. A womanhood that keeps cupped in palms every song or psalm ever hummed, including the silent ones, not spoken through lips not open, just murmured with eyes wide, the empty space of speech filled by their voiceless voices. They, especially, are held by the interlacing fingers of this womanhood. The womanhood I want to practice is a stretch of Sahara so vast this world has lost 2 out of 3 dimensions. The only one it owns is truth. Or rather, truth owns it, is the only thing that grows on the sand of this womanhood, because a cactus must be pure to have grown from so much nothing, but filled with so much sweet at its darkened coral core. If you should find yourself on the continent's tangled shores, work through knots of vine and stumble upon the desert inside, prepare to walk barefoot, to sacrifice your masks and devices. This womanhood is fertile only for what is naked. I want to practice daily abandonment of expectations, to leave your schedules discombobulated, ships forever setting sail, at times not predetermined, ships returning to port only when the journey is over, respect for time confined to an observation of the lunar cycle, the voyages on vessels devoid of clocks, of watches, sundials. I want to practice my inside voice outside and my outside voice in your ear. Want to say it all and then ask how much you can hear. The daily abandonment of conventions, tripping like acid on a sidewalk, a beat busting B-girl tagging on a white wall, curls popping like bubblegum bounce. Didn't know there were rules about art, where it could be, by whom, and how. Sometimes when there's a wall, you have to lay it down. This womanhood is not a word, it's a sound, a flight of a mountain, of the tide, of your quietest dream, of a vibration slow and deep, which they say was the first and is the sound of the universe.